Hi YouTube, it's Lady of Grace Beauty here, coming to you with a quick get ready with me featuring a few Black Radiance products. So I have never really tried a lot of Black Radiance, which is a well-known drugstore brand. I've tried a few of their blushes and their highlighters, but never any of like their contour products or their setting powders. So I have a few different products. So I already have my brows and eyes on. Clearly they're on, well done. But I do have on my glasses today. And sorry if I'm real nasally, I'm just getting over a cold, so don't pay me any mind. So I'm already primed, and I did use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer all over because I don't really have any drugstore primers. So let's get into it. So first I am starting off with the, let's see if we can focus, the Black Radiance BB Cream. And this is the True Complexion BB Cream SPF 15. And it's in the shade Cafe. So I'm not expecting to get too much coverage from this, just something a little bit lightweight. But first I'm going to go through and color correct. And don't mind me if you see me looking at my monitor. So this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I just depotted it and put it in a little smaller container. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit right there and around my mouth. And then just blend that out. Just to get rid of some of that darkness. And I'm going to go in with a little bit under my eyes. Perfect. So the BB cream, I picked all these products up from Walgreens. So it's like a traditional BB cream, tinted moisturizer, really creamy, liquidy, and it also says that it's oil free. On the monitor it looks a lot darker than what it is. So I'm just going to do a few dots. Now, I'm not trying to get full coverage with this. Just something that's like lightweight. Now, they do have foundations in this line as well. And I saw they actually came out with some new products as well. But at my local Walgreens, they're kind of slacking. Yeah, they never have the latest products. Price at the coverage that I got. But yeah, on the monitor it's looking a lot more golden, orangey, but I'll be okay. So I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender. I would say the finish on this is more of a, I would say more of a satin. It's not matte, but it's not very radiant either. I would say if you're oily, you're definitely going to want to use a setting powder. And a lot of people don't know, usually a BB cream stands for like beauty balm or blemish balm. And all it is more like a very, very sheer foundation that has SPF, usually it's hydrating, and it gives you a little bit of coverage. So it has a little bit more skincare than your average foundation would. So next I'm going to go in with this Maybelline concealer. It's just something that I randomly picked up at the drugstore one day and haven't used it since. I tried to pick up a concealer from Black Radiance. But like I said, my Walgreens is lacking, so they didn't even have any concealers. Yeah, I think this is a good concealer because it's a little bit more in a beigey tone. And this concealer is pretty lightweight as well. Yeah, I definitely want to make sure that I blend this concealer out. It's real light skin on me. So I think I'm going to go in with just a little bit more concealer on my inner corner. So that part is done. So next I'm going to go in with the loose setting powder. So I did pick up the Black Radiance loose powder. This is the True Complexion loose setting powder. And it's more of a, let's say a banana type of color. Ew. So I peeled off the little piece of tape, and that's just the color it is. And it came with like this little powder puff. And I actually use these. I use them, I pick up just a little bit, tap off the extra, and then I press it in. And from what I can tell, it doesn't have a scent. Oh, my eyes are watering. I gotta make sure I get my creases. Gotta get my mustache. Take a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Actually, I'll set the full nose. Right here on my forehead. I also set my eyebrows because I get really shiny there. Well, my eyes are watering, so it's a wrap. So if you see it, don't pay it any mind. We've already acknowledged it. So I'm gonna let that sit and bake. Let it marinate a little bit. So next product I'm gonna go into is the Soft Focus Finishing Powder. So I have never used this, so I'm excited to see. So it's just a skin tone powder. And I'm gonna use this to set the rest of my face. I'm gonna use, I love this brush, another of the Bare Minerals Precision Face Brushes. So I'm just going to use this to set the rest of my face, and it gives me a little bit more coverage. So that's one side versus the other, so it's definitely a lot smoother. I gotta get my beard, bring it down, get a little bit behind that ear. Forehead. I feel like if anything, that powder made it look a little bit more beat. Come on through, powder. So next, I might have to return this. So I picked up the True Complexions Contour Palette. Now, I've seen this for quite some time, but I think this is a new color. So this is the Dark to Deep. Usually, I would pick up Dark to Deep, in which I did, but I feel like these are a little bit too deep for me. I think they are. So we'll see. I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to go in with this one right here. First, just to bronze, and then I'll try to chisel with this one, but we'll see how far I get with it. So I'm going to use one of these big old BH Cosmetic brushes. I'm going to see if I can zoom out just a little bit. Yeah, I did a little bit of something. Yeah, I've been trying to put off filming because I'm so stopped up and nasally. But I just keep dreaming about all these videos that I want to do. So I was like, well, let's get some done. But yes, I'm loving this bronzer color. I'm always on the quest to find new bronzers because it is so hard for deeper complexions to find bronzers. But oddly enough, I feel like it's easier to find them in drugstore. And I've probably said that 1,000 times already, but yeah. I feel like the drugstores tend to have better bronzers than higher end stores. So now that I'm all bronzed up, I'm going to go in with this contour shade, but I am going to be very, 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 very light-handed with it. And I'm going to use my dirty brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to lightly, boop, tap it in. And I am going to go, I'm going to start right back here and lightly shade it in. Oh, that's nice. It's nice and cool tone. It's not too warm. But the reason why I start all the way back here is just so that you can't, it's easier to blend it out versus starting mid-cheek. It's easier to start back in that hairline. So I just went in with an extra little bit, and I'll do this in front of the monitor. So I'm gonna go right here. And I'm just chiseling out my cheekbone. Now I do take the brush and pinch it just a little bit, pinch it, and go along the side of the nose and then up into the brows. Now I'm going to take that brush that I used for the bronzer initially, and I am just going to blend it out. Now with that same powder brush, I'm just going to go back in with the soft focus powder. So as far as the BB cream that we initially used, I like it. I don't love it. I think it'll come in handy during the summertime when I just want to be a little bit more bronzed. It's something easy going. Honestly, the star of the show for me is the soft focus powder, because I love anything that I can pair on top of something lightweight that gives me just a little bit of coverage and still smooths and sets the BB cream. The loose setting powder is really good. I feel like it blended out really nicely. I don't think that I have a white cast underneath my eyes. Pretty good. I would get it again, but I think I might get the one, I think it's medium to dark that I would get. But I would use this definitely. You'll probably see it in the project pan soon. I'll probably put this in rotation after I finish off my sleek contour palette. So that was everything. Thank you guys for watching if you made it through this entire video, and I'll try to post as much as I can in the description bar below. But please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, like, rate, comment, share, all that good stuff. Thank you and have a good one.